Hello everyone, I'm Muratrika Bhaumek and I welcome you all to another episode of Courts Today on LiveLaw, where we update you about all the important legal developments that took place across the country today. We will begin with developments from the Supreme Court of India and then move on to High Courts and other subordinate courts. If you like our content, then it would mean a lot to us if you could please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's begin. Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud today said that he will list the Karnataka Hijab case after the holy vacation. The lawyer appearing on behalf of the Shariat Committee sought an early listing as the exams are commencing from March 9th. The Supreme Court is closing for holy vacation today and will reopen on March 13th. The lawyer submitted that the exams are happening from March 9th and requested for an earlier listing as the government colleges said that hijab wearing students will not be allowed to attend the exam. To this, the CJI responded today saying that he will constitute a bench for hearing. The case was earlier mentioned on two occasions, that is on January 23rd and February 22nd. The Supreme Court today decided to hear after holy vacation the petition filed by Trinamool Congress spokesperson Saket Gokhale challenging the order of the Gujarat High Court which had denied him bail in a case related to alleged misappropriation of funds collected through crowdfunding. A bench comprising Justices B.R. Gavai and Vikram Nath said that the case got listed in the supplementary list very late in the day yesterday night and that they will hear it on March 13th. The allegations against Gokhale are that he had collected over rupees 72 lakh from more than 1700 persons through a crowdfunding platform, Our Democracy, and had used that money for personal use. In a significant verdict, the Supreme Court of India today ruled that persons having a bachelor's degree and having a professional experience of at least 10 years in consumer affairs, law, public affairs, etc. should be treated as qualified for appointment as president and members of state consumer commissions and district consumer forums. This essentially means that lawyers with at least 10 years of experience are eligible for appointment as president and members of state and district consumer commissions. The Tamil Nadu government today told the Supreme Court that it is not totally opposed to the route marches proposed to be carried out by the RSS in the state but wanted it to be restricted with conditions in certain areas. The court was hearing a petition filed by the state challenging the order passed by a division bench of the Madras High Court on February 10th, which set aside the conditions imposed by the single bench for the RSS route marches. In the judgment giving directions to reform the process of appointment of election commissioners, the Supreme Court of India has observed that the process of appointment of Arun Goel as an election commissioner throws up certain pertinent questions. The Constitution bench had started hearing the petitions which sought an independent mechanism to appoint election commissioners on November 17th last year. When the matter was posted for November 22nd last year, while the centre notified the appointment of Goel as an election commissioner on November 18th last year with respect to a vacancy which had been in existence since May 5th last year. In a significant verdict, the Supreme Court of India recently lamented that corruption was one of the main reasons as to why the preambular promise of the Constitution to achieve equal distribution of wealth remains a distant dream. Though it is the preambular promise of the Constitution to secure social justice to the people of India by striving to achieve equal distribution of wealth, it is yet a distant dream, if not the main, one of the more prominent hurdles for achieving progress in this field is undoubtedly corruption. Corruption is a malice, the presence of which is all-pervading in every walk of life. A bench of Justices S. Ravinder Bhatt and Dipankar Datta verbatim observed recently. Aam Aadmi Party leader and former Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi Manish Sisodia has moved the Delhi court seeking bail in the case filed by the CBI alleging corruption relating to the excise policy for the year 2021 to 2022. Earlier this week, a trial court had remanded him to CBI's custody till March 4th, which is ending tomorrow. The special CBI judge had acceded to CBI's request for 5 days custody to question Sisodia. Sisodia tendered his resignation from the cabinet later, which was accepted by Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. The Bombay High Court today observed that the issue of homelessness is a global problem and those living in the streets had as much standing before the court as did members of the bar. A division bench of the High Court did not pass a substantive order on the Bombay Bar Association's intervention application and asked them to file a separate PIL instead. The court observed that the suo motu PIL it was seized with was regarding encroachment on public accessways and footpaths by commercial illegal hawkers, distinct from the present case. The Delhi High Court has granted regular bail to 2 men charged under UAPA in a fake currency notes case, considering that the main conspirators have not been arrested or charged under UAPA and that there has been unexplained delay in filing supplementary charge sheets. A division bench of Justice Mukta Gupta and Justice Poonam A. Bamba also took into note the fact that the accused have been in custody for over 6 years and that despite directions of the court to conclude trial within 1 year, only a few further witnesses have been examined in the last 8 months. The Bombay High Court has quashed an FIR registered against a 19-year-old male student under the IPC and POCSO for the abduction and sexual assault of a minor teenager with the complainant's mother's consent. Justice Nitin Sambre and S.G. Digge observed that the couple was on friendly terms and lived together without informing the girl's parents, and this miscommunication was the reason behind the FIR. The Delhi High Court has refused to entertain a petition against the withdrawal of a notification issued by the Animal Welfare Board of India for celebration of February 14th as Cow Hug Day. Justice Pratibha M. Singh observed that the celebration of any event by the Animal Welfare Board is within the domain of policy of the board and the government, which cannot be interfered with in a petition under Article 226 of the Constitution. The notification was issued by the board on February 6th, however, it was later withdrawn on February 10th. Thank you. Keep watching Courts Today on LiveLaw for more such updates.